Today's deck might possibly be the most toxic thing you can do to somebody else in this game. Today we're calling our deck list Evil Gift, and that's because we're going to be gift wrapping and handing our opponent their losses in the form of our own cards. It's a very toxic and kind of a cruel way to win games, but so much fun. Before I dive in and break this thing down completely though, Ali Eldrazi is the full inspiration on this deck build because he actually did a 2-card combo on us in the early access event, and I thought it was such a cool idea I had to build a version of my own, which is where this came from. So I will be leaving the link in the description for Ali Eldrazi's YouTube channel. Check him out because it was such a cool idea. I had to try it out. It works around Coveted Falcon and the Greed's Gambit. Greed's Gambit, one of my favorite cards. It's a value bomb for 4 mana. You're going to draw 3 cards, gain 6 life, and create 3 bats on the battlefield. But every single turn, you're going to have to pay that back slowly by sacking a creature, losing some life, discarding a card. Every single turn. Well, if you turn over a Coveted Falcon, you can actually hand over the Gambit after you've gained all that value. You can hand off the Gambit to your opponent to then suffer the consequences of this card, which is a fun way to bleed out and just absolutely run your opponent into the dirt. Now, here's a secondary option for you guys, another win con, if you will. We've got the Dross with the Render Inert. If you guys haven't seen this before, if you play out the Dross on turn 4, after you've already played your Coveted Falcon face down on turn 3, by turn 5, you can actually hit a Render Inert to take off all the counters on the Dross, flip over the Falcon, give that to your opponent, and you win the game. It's that simple. So you can win the game by turn 5, which we did here today, or you can bleed your opponent out with the Greed's Gambit, which is my personal favorite, and watch them suffer a very slow death. It's a lot of fun. The rest of this deck is actually just a lot of control stuff. You get to look in their hand, you know, sweep the board with pest control. But another card that was extremely important to this build that really made it, you know, work a lot more smoothly is this Insatiable Avarice. I don't know how to say that. But basically for 1 and then the 2 on the spree, you can go find any card you want, put it on top of your deck. Very helpful for finding mana when you need it, but also obviously finding our pieces like the Gambit or the Falcon. But super fun deck, super toxic. I think you guys are going to really enjoy these games. We had a lot of fun with this one, so please enjoy, and we'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, here we go. How do we like this opening hand? It's not terrible, but it's not exactly great either. Not having the Falcon or Greed in hand makes me a little nervous, so I'm going to pass that one off. This one has both, so I will keep it. We'll start it out here with an island. We'll see what happens here. So the opponent on maybe Boros Humans. I haven't seen this in a minute, so that's kind of interesting. If it is Boros Humans, though, they typically won't have anything for the Coveted Falcon as far as removal goes. So we should be pretty good in that front, but could have the Demolition here, though, ready to go for the 3 goblins. No, they just draw a card there. That's a pretty big hit in value for us, honestly. That's a great card to find here in this matchup. All right, so we start with the Coveted Falcon coming down, face down. Gambit will be next. And then from there, we have some fun. Honestly, we have a ton of fun. Sure, they play that main phase. I love that. All right, we missed, unfortunately. I could play this. Put a land on top. I mean, that's something, right? I guess why not? Kind of silly to have to play this for a land, but you know what? You never want to trust your deck, right? That would be the biggest mistake you can make, is trusting your deck to actually do what you need it to do. All right, let's go with black and blue. No, black and white. All right, let's do this. Now we got the guaranteed Greed here on 4, well 5 because we missed a land. But we are, in fact, about to pop off, guys. This is going to get good. It's going to get real good. I love that we have pest control, by the way. Super helpful here. Pretty good cards that they just found there. Able to gain some life off of the Lunarch Veteran. Oh, instead they go with the Inner Sky. Okay, sure. Another Dross, not super helpful. Let's discard one of the Drosses here. Sack one of these. Soul Search is nice because I could technically go grab the Lunarch out of their hand or something like it and exile it so they don't get any value. I get to flip this for 2. I'll probably flip it for 2 and then Aether Channeler the Gambit right back to my hand, forcing them to... well, no, that wouldn't be very good. Not to use it right away. Maybe I'll just go Pest Control. A second Gambit would be pretty bananas too. Maybe we take our time with, you know, flipping over the bird, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All I do know is we're about to have a lot of fun here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of these creatures are going to die. 5 of those creatures are going to die with Pest Control. Make it 6. All right, this is tough. I'm not gonna lie. They've got quite the board state brewing here. Okay, so if I play this and then flip that over. So let's go ahead and start with an attack because we're gonna lose these guys. Gonna lose those guys. Let's flip this over. Give them the greed. All right. Pest control the board. Bada bing, bada boom. And now they've got a lot of damage coming back my way for sure, which is really unfortunate, but should be okay because we've got at least a block here. It's not ideal. It's not ideal, especially because they've got the ability here to play the recruiter and, you know, pop off with the haste. Okay, that's tough. Hopefully they don't have another land here. 4, 8, 12, 13. All right. Ouch. All right, so Greed's Gambit, they discard a card. They sack a creature. All right, and then we're gonna have to get a little bit creative here. Not a whole lot we can do though, to be honest. Let's go with the Aether Channeler, and then we're gonna bounce the Gambit back to our hand here. That'll force them to sack 3 creatures, discard the rest of their hand. All right. And then just gonna cycle this, I guess. That's all we really can do. Let's pass the turn. We'll be able to hit the Greed's Gambit again next turn though, which will be very, very helpful. So cycling out the tower is all we've really got. They're down to 9. If I can Gambit though, 1, 2, 3, 4 into a Coveted Falcon, that'd be interesting, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately, to get the job done. Hopefully nothing with haste comes down here. That's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. We're still alive. Still alive for the time being. Block like so. We cycle this out. Tough game, man. Tough little first game we got going here. That's actually really nice. It's really nice, actually. Okay, let's go Soaring City. Actually, let's see first. Let's see. So we start with pest control. Okay. Pest control the board. Eats up most of the threats there. We love that. We go Gambit. Gains me a lot of life. Hopefully hits me the Coveted Falcon, which is what we need. We do find it. Let's go. That's big. That's big. This is pretty helpful, to be honest. Both these lands are pretty helpful. I think, though, we can play this land and get it out of our hand. Drop that. Sack that. We're up to 7 now. We've got a double block against one of these, or we could just chump block both. I'm cool with either one, to be honest. Things are dicey, man. Things are dicey. So if I double block one and then I play the Coveted Falcon, giving them the Gambit, that's 3, 4, 5, and I'll have 3 mana left over. I don't know. I think I should split these blocks up. I think I should split them up. Gosh, I don't know if I love that though. Another Gambit. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite enough to do what I want to do here. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could go another Gambit and a Dross. That's pretty cool. Let's try it. Let's try it. I know it's taking another turn off of passing it with the Falcon here, but you know what? I think I'm okay with that for now. Play the Dross. Discard, sack. They get 2 damage dealt to them. Discard, sack. All right. Oh, no damage being dealt to them. Their creature has to die. That's right. That's right. Things are getting spicy. Things are very spicy. I could actually just instant win too with the Dross next turn. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's just give them the Dross and just instant win by taking off the counters, right? Because we can go 3 or 5. Yeah, we have plenty of mana to do that. Oh, this next turn is going to be crazy good. If they let me on tap, they lose the game. What an interesting game this first one turned out to be. We got to witness all of this deck's glory in passing the Gambits, but also we're going to end the game with an Archfiend of Dross winning us the game at, you know, instant, which is pretty freaking sweet. All right. Here we go. So we got this to come down. Right? Then we flip it. Bada bing, bada. Oh, yeah. No, that's right. That's right. I thought I screwed that up. I didn't. I did not. You can have all of those. And then I'll do this. 1, 2, 3. And you lose the game. GG's. GG's. Love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, that's such an evil thing to do. But I love it. I can't get enough of it. All right, we've got a really good opening hand here. We're gonna keep this. We've got the ability here to go search for the pieces that we're missing. The mana is a bit sketchy, I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, we've got all the pieces we need actually to just win the game here. Should be a turn 5 victory if I can get to turn 5 without dying. Up against Gruul. Beast Caller's tough. All right, got another land that's coming in tapped. Not ideal. Hopefully they don't have too much in the ways of kill spells, because if they're able to burn my Coveted Falcon, we're in trouble. Bang, bang. Got our last land that we need for this to work. All right, this'll do it. Here we go. Moment of truth, guys. It's literally that simple. The game is over if we can make it to, you know, I would say next turn, because the Dross can block really, really good. But up against Gruul aggro, they just did not create enough pressure here, I don't think, to you know, put us in fear of a turn 5 loss. All right, so they get a 3/3 beast token. We don't care. 3 damage. We don't care. Got the dross. That should be keep them off of being able to attack in this turn, and the game is over because we got the render inert and exact amount of mana to flip over our bird. Our bird. Bird is the word. Well, this one was easy. See, it's a lot easier when the cards just find their way into your hands without you doing too much here. But we did add the Insatiable Avarice because we were having trouble in the stream pulling off the combo. So added that to help clean things up a bit, but looks like we're not going to need it here. Looks like a pretty open and shut situation for us. Can't gain life, not a problem. No problem, no problem. All right, GG's to you, my friend. You can have that. Don't worry. I'm good without it. You hold that as well. GG's. It's just cruel and unusual. Not the kind of thing you should do to your friends ever. But hey, randoms on rank, why not? All right, we've got another really interesting hand here. I've got the Greed's Gambit, which is almost, you know, all I could really ask for in most cases, so I'll keep it. Not to mention we have a way to kind of deal with the board early if it gets a little too aggressive for us with the pest control. But seeing multiple colors here. Perfect top deck right there for this particular instance, because we need to get a look in their hand here. Just kidding, not going to be able to look at their hand. It looks like a control player, which is exactly the matchup we don't want to see, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? Let's try to pull this off. No promises. No promises. All right, no more lies. I mean, I'd rather the no more lies come down on the first 2 turns like that than on the Gambit. The Gambit is the card I need to resolve the most. I'm playing it because I don't think they're going to have a 3rd counterspell for us, but if they do, you know, so be it. You know, we got cooked. Leyline Binding is crazy. Okay. That's crazy. You can go for sure. I'd like to bounce it back to my hand, so I guess we'll do this. All right. At least we don't have to deal, right, with the pinging and the discarding. It's just one and done. I don't really love the fact that can't do the dross thing. I would love to do the dross thing, but I can't. I don't think we're gonna need this, so maybe I try to cycle that and get another land drop and then try to Aether Channeler. I don't want to bounce the Leyline Binding. It's just too easy for them to replay. Definitely don't think I'll need this though. They do have the ability though to play, you know, a bunch of those 3/3s later in the game based on the domain, but ooh, hold on now. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Honestly, there's so many things we can do here. This is like so much setup, right? Because if I play this, I have to play this the following turn face down, and then I have to play this the following turn after that, and then flip it. That's a lot. I think I'm actually just gonna play this and go fetch another Greed. I think I like that more, because if I can get another Greed down, it can really kind of boost us here. Man, that Leyline Binding on the Greed instant speed is kind of gnarly. All right, Greed on top. They've got to invest some mana here to sweep the board. There it is. We figured that was coming, but we got the Greed, so we reset. Hopefully Hopefully the greed finds us a land. I would imagine it would. Okay, we got a land. No reason not to play the tap one here. I like it. All right, here comes the Leyline Binding, possibly. No? Okay, something's up here. Something stinks. I don't like it. Okay, I could just try to do it right now. Like, right now. But if the Falcon gets countered, I'm cooked. Maybe I look at their hand. I think we need to look at their hand here. Lightning Helix, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's gotta go, right? Don't really care too much about the Sunfall, right? Don't think so. If I send that back, I don't love that. Sunfall is scary, man. This is actually really tough. Sunfall makes things a bit scary. I guess we play this. And we draw a card, or do we create a bird? Let's draw a card. Alright, that'll force the issue with the Sunfall probably. I like this. I actually think we're in a really great spot to succeed here. I really, really do. Alright, do me a favor. Go ahead and hold that for me. Much appreciated. Much appreciated if you could just hold on to that and just let me know how that tastes, you know? All right, now that I've got them holding on to it though, it's so good because they are control players, so it's going to eat at their hand, which is really, really, really good. Not using the Sunfall, huh? Really no reason for us to attack here. It's just going to help them gain life, so we pass the turn. I don't want them gaining any life. I'll let that Gambit eat them up. They play the Wandering Emperor, and then we just get lost on it, right? So seems fine to me. Now keep in mind, if they Leyline Binding their own Gambit away, they're also going to be taking 6 damage you know, immediately, so they're not going to want to do that. Actually, what am I doing? I can win the game. I can win the game. What am I doing? I absolutely almost missed that. But that was tough. I completely forgot I drew into that card. I should have done that when they were tapped out or memory deluging, but I missed it. Good game though, man. A tough matchup, solid victory. You love to see it. You love to see it. Good stuff, dude. This deck is kind of awesome. This thing is awesome. Love it. Okay, we've got a really interesting situation here. I do have the Insatiable to go find the Greed, so I think we keep this and we rock with it. So see what happens. I got the Soul Search here on 2. Should be able to interrupt whatever nonsense they may be up to. This was a great addition to the build, man. It's been so helpful. I had another Spree card in position of that, the white Spree card that destroys enchantments and artifacts, because we saw a bunch of like those types of decks earlier. But being able to fish out my combos, I think is so much better. Oh yeah, that's this is actually a really tough decision here, because if I take this, I get a... Yeah, let's just take this. Being able to exile that, though, would have been nice. It would have shut him down for a little while they hoped to hit this. But then turn 4 still would have been pretty brutal for us. Okay. Man, I'd really like to just take this and just really shut down their combo. See if they keep any cards on top. They keep all their cards on top. What? All right. Darn it, man. I don't know if that was the right call. I probably should have sped up my situation here with the insatiable. But then again, I'm not finding a land either. Not hitting a land drop is actually so brutal there. Oh man, not hitting a land drop might have just cost me the game. Not even joking. Maybe it's just to get this down and set the dross up. We might not even need to go for the greed here. Okay.
Surrender your mind to fire.
They can't plus. Well, I guess they can technically, but not what I would have expected there. Let's... Oh, man, what do I do here? I could take the Jace out with the render inert and then look for draw a card. Do I do that?
How foolish.
I don't know, man. This is a brutal turn game for us. The start of this game, we need to land. Hey, we got the greed. Okay, we got the greed. That's a step. That's a step in the right direction.
All will witness Phyrex.
Holy cow, dude! Give me a land. What are we doing? Okay, guess we're gonna have to do this the hardest way possible. Give me a land, dude. Please. For the love of everything that is good, give me a land. Hey, we're playing a greed potentially this turn. Imagine they counter it. I would cry. We don't need this. We can drop one of these and we're good to go. It's about friggin' time, dude. Hey, look at that. It's a land. Let's go here. Let's go here. You can have this if you don't mind hanging on to that. I'd really appreciate it. And do we force them to discard 3 now? I mean, that sounds like a really fun time. That sounds pretty fun. Can I have that back? Thank you. Oh my gosh, 2 reenact the crimes. That's so good. That's so good. All right, good game. I mean, I would say I mean that, but I don't. It was not a good game. It was actually a terrible game for us, but still being able to hit them early with the soul searches was key to that victory. These 2 soul searches early on to take their, you know, their ability to cycle through their cards and then their ability to reanimate. So good. All right, now this is definitely the scariest hand we've had so far because we only have 1 piece of the puzzle here, which is the Falcon. I guess we do have the draws technically too, but it's not my number 1 play I'm trying to make here because it costs more mana and it's a little more tricky to find all those pieces, but it's still pretty cool. Let's take a look at their hand. Oh. Okay, this can't be countered, which kills the Falcon immediately, no matter whether or not it has the ward on it or not. So I think we got to bounce that out of their hand. That's a pretty scary hand. I want to be honest with you guys. That's not super great for us. I mean, if we play the Falcon now and then we get really lucky on the next 2 top decks, maybe we hit in 2 turns the render inert. If we do, good to rock, you know, rock and roll. This is colorless mana, which is fantastic. Sure, go ahead and gain your 2 life. It's irrelevant if I can get the dross to trigger. Still no swamps, love it. Okay, let's go dross. I mean, the clock does start ticking immediately, you know, every turn with the draw, so I could technically just end up, you know, having the 4 counters go down and then just win the game that way. That's always possible. They are digging for that swamp, man. They found one of them. Not great, not great. Oh, that's another swamp technically. Shoot, okay. Might be cooked here, guys. Dang, I'm not gonna lie. If I hit a render inert there, I would have been elated. All right, we're gonna do this. And we're actually gonna return that. That way they can't sweep us next turn, because they're gonna have to invest 3 mana into playing that. And then I can cycle away one of these pest controls and hopefully hit the render inert. Not quite, not quite, not quite. Okay. Okay, buddy. Yeah. That's scary. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on board for us. They could go ahead and hit us with the March to kind of reduce their life total, but instead they go with the Celestis. Which 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Wow. Okay, they're gonna let us hit them again, huh? They're gonna let us hit you again, are we? So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Okay, what if I do this? And we return the Celestis again. And I have 10 damage currently right now, like on board, right? I have 10 damage. What if, because it won't matter if we get 10 or 9. What if I go down to 9 damage by flipping over my Falcon and just give them the Channeler and then steal it right back? Could be good. Because this gives me another card, right? That's a good card, but unfortunately, not the card I'm looking for. All right. They are dead next turn though if they can't sweep the board here. Wow, they don't play the, well, they could still play the Celestis and sweep the board, couldn't they? They could, yeah. Shoot. Yeah, darn it, dude. We were so close too. All we needed to do is survive one more turn with the Dross, and then we pass it back to them. Maybe they see the fact that it's at 2 and they think, oh, I can survive this next turn and not have to sweep the board. I doubt it though. No, not what I thought they would do, but still effective. Okay. 3, 6, 7, 8. All right, we'll do this then. Take you. We'll go get a greed. I think we got this. It's just gonna take a second to get us there. Take the greed. Hit him for 3. They're gonna have to sweep the board here. The problem now lies on whether or not they're going to. Oh, they can. Okay, so they're gonna devious cover up, and they are gonna kill our bird. Oh no, they got our bird, dude. They got our bird. That's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. And then there goes our greed off the top too. Yeah, we lost this one. Darn it, dude. We were one turn away a couple of times there. Bummer. Absolutely a bummer, dude. We had him. We had the greed on top. Devious cover up, a busted card, man. Why would they not use the devious cover up the turn before is the question I'm having though, because why waste a March and then hit a devious cover up after that? I feel like them doing that really cost me the game there. Unable to pass this to the opponent now, so we're gonna have to like really live with this decision to play this card. But I don't really have much of a choice. Okay. I'm gonna hang on to the render inert as long as possible, just because I really, really hope that we find. Well, we can't even. Never mind. We can't even pass the dross off, can we? Let's kill this. I don't want them gaining life. Wow, not great. Pass that up. Kill you. All right, well, I've got the abandoned mire. That's something. Can I, like, I literally have no, without the coveted falcon, I literally don't have anything here. I'm gonna have to beat him down with gambits, but the gambit's it's not gonna work if I have to keep stacking my own things. Yeah, it really comes down to the dross. I just gotta beat him down with the dross. Bird migration. All right, we found the dross. Found the dross. All right, let's do the abandoned mire. All right, so we sack that, and if they want to attack into us, they're going to be losing 2 life a pop. All right, we like that. That's a bit of a desperation move. This is gonna be a bit of a nail biter, guys. I don't know exactly how we're gonna get through this. Obviously, dross is the only way to get through it, but hopefully it survives long enough for us to pull it off. All right. It's not a bad card because they might have something in their hand we want. No? Okay. All right, here we go. We got this down. Let's create a 1/1 so we have more things to sacrifice here. All right, that's not terrible. All right, here we go. This is it. A moment of truth. What did they draw? It's a land and a sweeper, right? Imagine. I mean, a sweeper though, it would trigger the dross, right? So pretty cool. No blocks. Is it Sunfall? If it's Sunfall, I could cry. Oh my god, that's wild. That's actually so wild. Oh, that's one way to do it. Going out on my own shield. Going out on my own shield. Oh, that sucks. What a top deck. That'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back again here tomorrow with another deck list for you, but thank you so much for sticking with me to the very end. I hope you enjoyed today's deck list. Shout out to Eldrazi again for such a cool idea, and I'm really happy we decided to, you know, try it out because my god, is it fun. The Greed's Gambit, I've already said it once because we did a Mardu build with it. One of my favorite cards from the new set. I'm going to be trying to figure out a way to exploit that thing non-stop, so be on the lookout for that. But anyways, thanks again, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and a huge thank you and shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on this channel, so huge shout out to those who are part of that and helping support me monetarily every single month. I really do appreciate that very much. And until next time, guys, peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.